Okay, so on the subject of this meme right here, in which a Pokemon is looking at a future version of themselves, this like kind of form of manifestation where it's like you're picturing your future, where you want to go, etc. So the reason I even am talking about this is that picturing yourself in your final form is actually not how you get to the goal that you're trying to set. And so this is a random, very weird example. And I obviously don't endorse diet culture whatsoever. But let's say you have a health goal, or you want to become a published novelist, or you want to become an Academy Award winning actor. Whatever your end game is, imagining that actually doesn't get you where you want to go, and telling people that doesn't get you where you want to go either. Because when you share that goal, or when you imagine that glorious finish line, one, you're over romanticizing the process to actually get there, and two, you're getting the dopamine reward of sharing and reaching that end state without actually doing the process of getting there, and thereby setting yourself up for failure. And so what you actually have to do is fall in love with the daily process. So if you're a writer, you don't want to spend time daydreaming, thinking about, oh my gosh, one day when I'm so famous and beloved and being reviewed by the New Yorker. What you want to do is fall in love with the daily process of sitting down in your chair and the steps that are going to add up to that. Because what happens before that is years and years and years of practice and reading and writing and editing and revision, and days, tens of thousands, maybe a days. Probably not tens of thousands, because I think we're only alive for 23,000 or something. But you know what I mean? Years and years and years of days in which you are for hours on end working on a specific craft. And so if you can fall in love with that, if you can fall in love with, I love that I get to sit here for these 2 hours every day and be with my craft and focus on this project, whether it be a novel, an essay collection, whatever it might be. So in the gym example, and I'm anti-diet culture, but just using this as a framework, if your goal is to build muscle mass, you can't think about oh, when I get this Adonis body. You have to think about how grateful I am that I get to have my daily workout, because everything is about habits. Everything is about habitual success. A great book on this is Atomic Habits by James Clear. But I would really just invite you to take time to journal. Maybe take time to journal today and ask yourself the question, where is my end goal? And instead of then thinking so much about how great it's going to be when you get there, think about, what does my daily life look like? What will I need to do each week, each month, each year? And how can I fall in love with that process? Because that process is what your actual life will be. Those fleeting moments, in the best case scenario in which you're receiving an award or receiving acclaim, fleeting. It's an hour. You go to the award ceremony, you get the award, and then you go home and you're the same person you've always been. But the person that you will always be is the one who's actually in the chair. So how do you fall in love with that?